this list, we'll be taking a look at everything we know about the most anticipated film of the year, set to be released on April 27th, 2018. Whether the fact is plot-based, production-based, or anything in between, it's eligible for this list.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, I'm using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.
Number 10. This film will mark the 10-year anniversary of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
Has it been 10 years already? Marvel's been hard at work making movies and establishing the universe since Iron Man's debut in May of 2008. While that film certainly has a different feel to what we've come to expect now, it still has that signature charm we've grown used to. With Infinity War out soon and many more Marvel movies in the works, we can't wait to see how the universe evolves in the future. Hopefully, we can get a burst of new heroes, while our favorite heroes continue to get fleshed out. The ones who are left standing, that is. Number 9. It takes place 4 years after the events of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
In case you didn't know, the release schedule of the MCU films isn't a great indicator of the actual timeline and the chronology of each movie. Case in point, Guardians 2, released in April 2017, almost exactly 1 year before Infinity War, but takes place a whole 4 years earlier. In Volume 2, Groot is still a baby with an attitude, but by the time we see him in Infinity War, he definitely looks like he's grown up quite a bit. So, what have the Guardians been doing leading up to the events of the Thanos invasion? We're yet to find out, but knowing the Guardians, it's probably a funny story.
Who the hell are you guys?
Number 8. Some actors didn't receive scripts before shooting began.
Infinity War coming up pretty soon. Have you seen the script?
No, which is a little nerve-wracking a couple of weeks out, isn't it?
Whether actors only received partial scripts or none at all, it's safe to say that they were probably stressed going into the movie. Preparing for a role is a lot of the work, and when you only get bits of the script, it doesn't make it easier.
So you're in the movie and you don't know what the movie's about.
No, they gave me my pages and then they explained other things that are happening. But
so
if
when you go see the movie,
I'll be so shocked and surprised.
It's all to make sure leaks don't get out, and hey, that's fair enough. Everyone hates spoilers. With Tom Holland revealing a little too much about Homecoming before its release, the studio decided to take a little extra precaution.
I have been asking for weeks and weeks if I can read the script, and every time they're like, nope, because you can't keep a secret.
They literally won't let you read the script.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this movie.
Number 7 is directed by Anthony and Joe Russo.
Big guy, there's two of us, because when he's exhausted, hopefully I have energy. When I'm exhausted, hopefully he's got some energy.
How do you make sure your movie is going to do well? Hire Anthony and Joe Russo. If their names sound familiar to you, it's because the Russo brothers directed Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and Civil War. They have experience handling a lot of heroes on screen, and let's face it, Civil War was practically an Avengers movie anyway. They were able to balance humor, grit, action, and drama, which is the perfect recipe for an Avengers movie. So, with their current track record, we got nothing to worry about.
Big fan of Spider-Man.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Just...
Hey, everyone.
Good job. You've been busy.
Number 6 is based on the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, not the Infinity War storyline.
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers. Just like that.
If Infinity War were to stay true to the comic it's named after, we'd have a much different movie on the way. Despite being called Infinity War, the upcoming Avengers movie will be loosely based on the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. There is an Infinity War story in the comics which acts as a sequel, but it looks like Marvel has different plans going forward with how their titles and stories intertwine. Oh, and when we say loosely based on the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, we really mean it. The trailers are filled with references to the classic arc.
When I'm done, half of humanity will still exist.
Number 5. It's shot entirely in IMAX. Have you ever watched a movie that features some scenes shot in IMAX and noticed the aspect ratio suddenly change? It's kind of annoying, right? Scenes shot with an IMAX camera are usually elaborate stunts or action sequences, while dialogue remains in the standard 16:9 aspect ratio. Well, thankfully, that won't happen with Infinity War, as the entire movie is being shot with an IMAX camera. That means you can see all the minute details on a massive screen in crystal clear quality. Number 4. Introducing the Black Order. Thanos isn't going to be the only big bad in the movie. 4 members of the Black Order will rain havoc alongside him, as if Thanos wasn't bad enough. The Black Order is an alien group recruited by Thanos to help him in his conquest, and they're extremely versatile in their powers. They have to be if they want to keep the Avengers at bay. Among the members are Black Dwarf, Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight, and Ebony Maw. Between them are the powers of superhuman strength and speed, persuasion, and immortality. Our heroes sure have their work cut out for them. Number 3. The first trailer racked up more than 200 million views in 24 hours.
But this does put a smile on my face.
We can't even fathom this. Disney claims the trailer reached over 230 million views in the first 24 hours. Think about it, 230 million. This breaks the previous record held by the teaser trailer for It, which had 195 million. It's safe to say this movie is going to sell a lot of tickets. Whether or not you're curious to see what happens with the plot, or what the story is behind Cap's beard, there's something to enjoy for everyone.
And get this man a shield.
Number 2. This will be Robert Downey Jr.'s 9th time playing Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Back in 2008, we got Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark, which is why it probably feels natural for him to keep coming back to the character. With his 9th time playing Iron Man in Infinity War, he's definitely got the character down pat. We've watched him for 10 years as Iron Man in a multitude of different scenarios that really explore the depth of his character. This will tie him with Hugh Jackman, who played Wolverine 9 times before retiring with 2017's Logan. Sorry, bub.
I'm gonna go away for a few days.
Number 1. It could be the highest budget movie of all time.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us.
Currently, the highest budget film ever produced is Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Yes, really. The 4th Pirates movie cost roughly $400 million to make. Thankfully for the studio, the film made over $1 billion at the box office. At one point, there were reports that the estimated budget for the 2 upcoming Avengers movies was set at $1 billion, which, if evenly divided, would set the budget for each film at $500 million, a whole $100 million more than the current number 1. Kevin Feige denied these claims, but while the official budget of Infinity War isn't public knowledge as of the time of recording, given the number of high-profile stars and the scope of the film, it will certainly give Pirates a run for its money.